Okay, here are your papers. Ready? So we're going to be reading and explaining. First of all, you know what Occupy Wall Street is? Occupy Wall Street? On Wall Street now, a bunch of people are protesting or demonstrating, right? You say demo in Japanese. And one of my childhood heroes, his name is Frank Miller. He wrote a blog, very short blog, criticizing the people who are occupying Wall Street. He calls them pond scum.
Pond scum?
Scum. Scum is like kuzu, or I think low-level people. But scum is also the garbage that you find on the top of a lake. Scum. S-C-U-M. Scum. Okay. So I'm going to read this for you. The title says, Frank Miller doesn't think much of Occupy Wall Street. Right? And if the battery goes low, let me know. Okay. Don't think much of means heta, or I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. For example, I don't think much of Tiger Woods as a father or as a husband. He's a great golfer, but I don't think much of him as a father. Okay. I'll read this for you. There's a couple mistakes. First of all, this is a spelling mistake. Legendary, line 3.
Legendary.
R-Y, legendary. Let me fix that for you. Legendary. Okay. Okay. Frank Miller, the legendary comic artist behind Sin City 300 and The Dark Knight Returns, unloaded on the Wall Street protesters in a recent blog post, and plenty of his fans are firing back. You remember, loaded means bullets, or drunk or rich. Unloaded means to criticize. So he unloaded on Wall Street protesters. Criticize, yes. First, the blog post. In a long statement posted on his website titled Anarchy, Miller says he has decided to say what others are too damn polite to say. The word anarchy means without government, no control. Anarchy, no government. The Occupy movement, whether displaying itself on Wall Street or in the streets of Oakland, which has with unspeakable cowardice embraced it, is anything but an exercise in our blessed First Amendment. Occupy is nothing but a pack of louts, thieves and rapists, an unruly mob, fed by Woodstock-era nostalgia and putrid false righteousness. These clowns can do nothing but harm America. Okay, great article here. Let's see. Unspeakable, of course, is kotoba ga nai, right? I have no words. It's unspeakable. So what's cowardice?
Coward.
Coward, yeah. What's coward in Japanese? Okubyosha. Okubyosha, right? Someone who's scared of something is a coward. To embrace. So in Oakland, California, they are embracing this movement, this Occupy movement. But he said this is terrible. It's unspeakable cowardice that they embraced it. Now the great grammar expression here is anything but. Nani-nani is anything but nani-nani. Means それだ. それじゃない. それ絶対じゃない. Okay, for example.
Only?
No, opposite. Not that. I'm sorry, not that. For example, do you think she is fat?
She is anything but fat.
Yes, she's anything but fat. Do you think he's ugly?
He's anything but. Huh?
Ugly.
Nothing.
No, the first one. Anything but. There's two.
The
The first one is anything but. Then, very similar, in the next line, you have nothing but. Nothing but means just that.
Only
that.
Only that?
Yeah. Daiji is nothing but a gentleman. She's nothing but a professional, for example. We also say nothing if not. Nothing if not is the same. Nothing if not a professional is just that. There are many variations. We have anything but means not that. Nothing but means only that. Nothing if not means just that.
Nothing.
if not. He's nothing if not professional. It means he's professional. Louts is guzu. You know the word guzu? Louts? Louts are people, boring people. Urusai hito. Yeah. Boring, annoying person with no class. A lout. L-O-U-T. Putrid, in line 14, is a smell of something rotting. Putrid. What is that putrid smell? It's natto, for example.
Putrid.
Rotting. Kusatteru.
Rotting.
Fuhaishu?
Yeah.
Rotting smell.
Putrid.
Righteousness. When you have righteousness, it means you think you are correct. I am correct. What I'm doing is correct.
Righteousness.
That's righteousness.
Right.
Sometimes, look at this. Everyone, hey, righteousness is like, I'm correct. And so I have the right. So these people on Wall Street think they are correct. They have the moral power, they think.
Righteousness.
Righteous.
Righteous.
Righteousness. Righteousness.
Righteousness.
These clowns can do nothing but. Clown is the stupid people, right? Clowns. We can't take them seriously. Nothing but means only. We just did that. Nothing but harm. They can only harm America. They can do nothing but harm America. Next line, very similar expression. Occupy is nothing short of. Occupy is nothing short of a clumsy, poorly expressed attempt. I just broke a pen. I broke one of these. Nothing but. Nothing short of.
Nothing but.
No, it's the same. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Nothing short of. It's that. It's a clumsy, poorly expressed attempt at anarchy. Remember, anarchy is no government. To the extent that the movement, some movement, except if the word bowel is attached, is anything more than an ugly fashion statement by a bunch of iPhone, iPad wielding spoiled brats. The word wielding is used with weapons. Wielding a knife. I'm wielding an iPhone. You get it? He was wielding a stick, wielding a knife, wielding an iPhone. So these people on Wall Street, they have iPhones and iPads and they're spoiled. What's spoiled?
ダメにする
Hmm?
ダメにする
ダメにする why? お母さんたちから何でももらうから。
Spoil.
Might.
Spoil.
甘えてる。
Selfish.
No, different. Spoiled is parents give them everything.
I'm spoiled. じゃあ she's spoiled っていうよね。
Spoiled brat. Brat is gaki. Spoiled
だ
brat.
からわがままみたいな。
Huh?
なんかわがままみたいな人でしょ
Not necessarily. No, look. You could say I was spoiled, but I'm not selfish. You understand? It's different.
Spoil means I want more.
No. Spoiled is not you. Spoiled is the parents giving you everything. 何でももらう人は spoiled. My little sister was spoiled. She got a new car on her 16th birthday. She didn't have to have a part-time job. Her parents paid for everything.
Hey, this not only for kids?
No.
あ、人
Yeah. But well, usually kids. But brat is gaki.
Brat.
Brat is. Okay. Your head getting over there. Okay. Nothing short of, we did that one, short of a clumsy. What's clumsy?
なんだ
Clumsy.
うるさい
No. Bukyo. Not clumsy. Right? Clumsy. Clumsy. Okay. Okay? Yeah? Clumsy. Line 16. 16. Clumsy. Someone who's not smooth, not graceful. He's clumsy. Bukyo. Right? Poorly expressed attempt at anarchy. To the extent, okay, now here's a tricky part. Here's the oyaji gag. You're gonna like this one. Oyaji gag, ready? Movement means demonstration, protest. But another movement means unko suru. That's called a bowel movement. That's a medical expression.
Bow.
He had a bowel movement. Line 18. Bowel.
Bow.
Bow.
Vowel is boing. V. This is bowel with a B. bowel movement. So he says, no, this is nothing more. This isn't anything more than an ugly fashion statement. This isn't anything more than an ugly fashion statement. This is just fashion. This is popular. Let's go to Wall Street and occupy. Yay! It's just popular. It's a fashion statement. Okay. 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 These people need to get out of the way of working people and find jobs for themselves. Okay? Get out of the way. どいて. Line 22, diatribe. Diatribe is a long complaining speech about something. The diatribe goes on in a similar vein. This is a vein, right? Your veins? Okay. But in this case, similar vein just means similar way. Because a vein goes in one direction, right? Well, just think of that, same way. Miller, if he's lucky, may find himself credited with adding the exhortation, "Wake up, pond scum!" Remember scum? Scum. Exhortation is a mad, angry exclamation. I think. I'll look that up again. We don't use exhortation very much. The very good expression, vernacular, line 24. Vernacular. Vernacular is colloquial speech or kogo.
Vernacular.
Kogo.
Vernacular. Kaiwa. Casual slang. Kogo. You say kogo, right?
交互体の交互。
交互体の
交互。会話とか。
Colloquial English. Exhortation is, what does this say? 熱心な.
勧告勧告警告勧め
Exhortation?
Exhortation. 熱心な. Really?
警告
警告って書いてあった
Mad and angry?
Oh, hold on. I think that might be a different one. Exhort. Warning? Yeah, maybe like a mad warning. Do this. Be careful.
警告じゃ
Warning. Yeah, okay.
Warning.
警告
Exhortation. Wake up, pond scum. He pivots or changes. Pivots. Pivot. You know, in basketball, you pivot. Into his favorite topic, which he covers to no small amount of controversy. No small amount means a lot. Ippai. What's controversy? Yes. Giron o saso. Something many people disagree with is controversy. In his recent graphic novel Holy Terror, Islamic Terrorism, Miller gleefully calls the effort propaganda in the grand tradition. Gleefully, happily. Okay. Now, in the 1940s, there was Superman comics, which showing Superman and also Captain America attacking Hitler and fighting Hitler. Okay. So Miller says that this comic book that he's making is this kind of propaganda.
Propaganda.
Propaganda is a negative word in English. Propaganda. Propaganda. Let's keep in mind, please remember, that back in the 40s, Superman punched out Adolf Hitler. But critics saw a crude, what's crude? Crude. Zatsuna. Crude, simplistic narrative or story, narrative is story, that flattered anti-Muslim stereotypes and lumped the innocent faithful in the same category. Lump is to put everybody in a group. Lump everybody together. So in this comic book, all the Muslims are together. They're bad. Right? And the anti-Muslims are heroes. They're flattered. This is flattered, right? Okay. Lump nani in the same category.
Oh.
For fans who don't share his politics, including writers and comic book artists, the anti-Occupy screed is only the latest letdown. A letdown is a disappointment. Ugh, what a letdown. North Korea is playing Japan today. Who's winning?
North Korea is winning. Leading.
Okay, now let's say North Korea wins. How do you feel? It's a letdown. What a letdown.
It's
a letdown. What a letdown. Line 33 is a very rare word, screed, which is an informal writing. Informal writing is a screed. You don't need that word though. So on Twitter, someone wrote, "We've reached the point where insane even for Frank Miller is a thing." The journalist Spencer Ackerman tweeted. So, insane even for Frank Miller has become a new expression, he says. Because Frank Miller is already has a reputation for being a little bit crazy, according to this journalist, who I've never heard of. Okay. Next line, you don't need. Related, you don't need. Cross out line number 36 and 44. Okay, the comic industry Tribune, Bleeding Cool. Bleeding Cool is the name of a comic industry kind of magazine or maybe homepage. Gathered the responses of Miller's contemporaries. Contemporaries are people in the same category of work that you do, that you're and are your age and your generation. You're doing the same work you do. Right? So Ken Watanabe's contemporary. Ken Watanabe's contemporary is, for example, Tom Cruise or Ken Reeves. These people, they're all contemporaries. My contemporary. It's a little bit like my coworker or my colleague. They're genuinely unimpressed. I'm not impressed with his latest. Bleeding Cool also highlights one of Miller's own Batman comics, which seems to suggest that the superhero is ready to make the 1% pay their fair share. Remember, Occupy Wall Street is about the 90% and the 1% fighting each other. And in the comic book Batman, that Frank Miller writes, he writes Batman. Batman says, "I'm going to make the 1% pay." And he says, "You've eaten Gotham's wealth. Your feast is nearly over." Line 46. The artists fiercely, very fiercely, expressed political views have not yet cut into the appetite for his work. So many people want his pictures, his comics, his work. And these political views have not made that appetite get smaller. People still want his things. Nobody cares. An original 1986 drawing for his Batman series sold earlier this year for $448,125. The end. Thank you.